Hey Potters! This video is an informational video on how things are kind of go down in the studio this year. Our class, throwing class, will be hybrid. So students will meet 1 day a week in the studio. You'll be in like 15 people pods, okay? So we'll have 15 Potters on Monday, and then they go home, we clean everything, and then a new 15 on Tuesday, and then a new 15 on Thursday and Friday. Wednesday, there will be nobody in the studio. On your day that you're scheduled for the studio, class starts at 8:45 and goes until 11:30. So it's a double period, okay? So 8:45 to 11:30. You have an option to stay until 2:30 for open studio, which you're probably gonna wanna take advantage of because the more time in the studio, the better. 8:45 to 11:30 will be class. And then 11:30 to 11:50 will be lunch. And then 11:50 to 2:30 will be open studio. Now, if you need to catch the yellow bus to go back to your neighborhood, that will pick you up at 11:50. If you drive or whatnot, then you can stay till 2:30 or get a ride for that open studio. But the yellow bus will only return back to your neighborhoods at 11:50. If you need transportation or your transportation needs have changed, make sure that you get a hold of Central Academy so they can make those changes. We need to know who's on what buses for social distancing, so on and so forth. So you will meet 1 day a week in here where you will have your practice time. For those of you that are new, this is a flip studio, so you actually watch all the instruction on YouTube anyways, so that when you come into the studio, you're just ready to get to work. We've been doing this for over 5 years here in the throwing studio. The rest of the world is just now catching up with us, I guess. So your assignments outside of class will be to watch and review those videos. When you get into class, you'll just be ready to start working. It's really nice because then you can utilize all your time in class to actually be working. It also frees me up so I can help people more one-on-one. Beginners, you guys will be practicing throwing, you'll have projects. Intermediates, you kind of know what projects you'll be doing. It's gonna be a little bit different because we're working in 9-week terms. So you will have this class for 9 weeks, and then we'll have a new group of students the second 9 weeks. So that's a little bit different. It'll be a little bit more fast-paced in that sense. Work at home, you will need to do some work at home, but it shouldn't be daunting work. Let's say you start a project in class on your class day and you want to take it home to continue working on it throughout the week because maybe it's due the next class. You can take projects home to work on. You might have some research stuff, some sketchbook stuff to work on at home, and then of course watching and reviewing the videos that are on YouTube. Let's talk about social distancing. This studio was built to serve 30 students, 30 Potters. So normally there would be 30 wheels around this area. Right now we only have 15, and they are all 6 feet apart. So the wheels are good, 6 feet apart. You will be assigned your own wheel that you'll work on every time that you're in class. Although I'm gonna be honest, we move around in this classroom and we will just have to be careful to stay 6 feet away from each other as we're moving around. Our beautiful sinks back there in the background, they're so nice. Sadly, we're only gonna be able to use every other one because of social distancing, but that's fine. Let's see, the glaze area back here in this corner, I'm just gonna walk over there. The glaze area will only be able to have 2 people at a time in it, which is fine. We can take turns. We don't all rush over there at the same time. So this is the glaze area, and we'll have 2 people at a time there. The wedging tables, we will also have to limit the people that are at the wedging tables, but that's also fine. The kiln room and the photography room will only be able to have 1 person in it at a time. Everyone, of course, will wear masks. I will also show you guys how to make, I don't know, I think these super cool face shields. I brought Gibson's in to show you Gibson's. So if you want to make a face shield, you need to go pick up like, I don't know, Dollar Tree, dollar store sunglasses and pop the lenses out. And then I have all the other supplies for you. So look how easy. It's super comfortable because it's just like wearing a pair of sunglasses. These are Gibsons, so they look a little small. So if you want some extra protection, bring sunglasses so I can show you how to make those. I'm trying to think what other questions people are going to have. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We got lots of sinks to wash our hands. We have hand sanitizer. We have Lysol wipes. Now, it's kind of funny because when I was in college, my mentor, Bill Farrell, was very like old school, like, oh, you don't need all these fancy tools. You just need basic tools. And so that's how I was taught how to throw. And I've loosened up a little bit over the years with you guys, but more or less we just have a basic set of tools that we use. And that's what we will be going back to. Little did I know that however many years ago when he was teaching me that way, it would come in pretty handy in 2020. More about staying safe during this time. When you guys come into the studio, okay, so you'll have your own tools set here and your own clay, but let's say you need to take that stuff home in order to finish your project during the week at home. When you come back into the studio, right here when you first walk in on this table, we'll have like a sanitation area where you'll dip your tools in disinfectant and let them dry and then come back and get them when they are ready so that then you can use them in the studio. So that will be right when you walk in the door so that we're not bringing any germs in. And as we walk through the studio, how are we gonna do this? We'll go this way. As we walk into the studio, that's the front door, you come around the corner here and there's kind of like a landing spot. That's our gallery wall, so cool. There's this kind of landing spot here that has like your agendas on it. It says what beginners are doing, intermediates, advanced, studio information. There's also on both sides hand sanitizer. So when you come in, you will do hand sanitizer. There's also hand sanitizer here. Here is more just like studio information. This isn't finished yet, but this is where you find all your information before you come into the studio. So everybody will have their own set of tools. You will have your own bag of clay that you'll be in charge of. So we won't be sharing clay, we won't be sharing tools. So if you guys have questions, which I'm sure you do, let me know in the comments and I will answer them the best that I can. Meanwhile, I'm just here getting little kits ready for you guys, getting all the things ready. I cannot wait for school to start because honestly, it's really lonely in here in the studio by myself. So I can't wait to see you guys. New potters, beginning potters, I can't wait to meet you guys. Please reach out to me or any other fellow potters, intermediates and advanced, if you have any questions. We all kind of work as a team around here. Intermediates, start getting ready, you guys kind of have an idea of what your projects will be, start thinking about your projects. Advanced, you guys make your own curriculum. And so you will do a week by week of what your goals are gonna be and what you're gonna get done and how many projects you're gonna get done over the 9 weeks. That's something I'll review with you to make sure that you are striving to go above and beyond your prior skills. But you guys could all start working on that. I think that's it, you guys. I can't wait to see you. So one more thing for those of you that are still watching. When Canvas is up, our online educational platform, I will have material in Canvas. That material will be used if you have to quarantine, or if I have to quarantine, then we will switch to the online Canvas curriculum that I've developed. Otherwise, we won't be touching it. So I was just thinking, once you guys get your schedules and Canvases loaded, you're gonna click on throwing and you're gonna see all these projects and whatnot. And I just want you to know that that is only if a student or students have to quarantine or if I have to quarantine. So we'll talk more about it in person, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. See you soon.